Not only should one boast of a country's development and progress, but also its landmark achievements, especially when they stem from the collective efforts and advocacy of its people. St. Lucia has done just that, making waves in the international labor community. Among the key highlights was the government signing of the Minimum Working Age Convention, officially setting the minimum employment age at 16 years. This step aligns St. Lucia with global standards aimed at protecting youth from exploitative labor and ensuring their access to education and personal development.
What was interesting at the conference is we were afforded the opportunity by the Director General to sign on to two of the ILO fundamental conventions. Convention number 138 speaks to the minimum age for work. That means nobody should work. No child will be accepted in the workplace if that person has not attained that age. And the minimum age for work, according to the ILO Convention 138, is 16 years. St. Lucia had never signed on to that convention.
But the bold strides didn't end there. Minister Poyot also revealed that St. Lucia had signed onto the ILO's Convention on Occupational Health and Safety, a move that will no doubt bring relief to many public sector workers. Frequent complaints of mold-infested, poorly ventilated, and otherwise unsafe workspaces have long plagued the public service. This new commitment promises to transform those environments into safer, healthier, and more productive spaces.
And we also signed on to the Convention 187 that speaks to occupational safety and health. And as you know, in many of the workplaces, we have complaints about air quality, mold, and other issues. And St. Lucia had never signed on to that convention. Now, once you sign on to the convention, it becomes law, and the ILO will hold you accountable. That means you have to keep the standards that they set. So we are obligated now to ensure that we do not engage any child that is below the age of 16 in paid work, and we have to ensure that the workplace in which the workers work are up to standard.
In a bold pronouncement, Poyot highlighted the idea that the island has once again starred on the global map, as it has become one of only 2 nations worldwide to sign on to all fundamental conventions of the International Labour Organization.
And having signed these 2 ILO conventions, it makes St. Lucia the second country in the Caribbean that has signed on to all the 10 ILO fundamental conventions. So we are now ready to report, getting ready to report to the ILO on how we have been implementing all the ILO fundamental conventions and whether we are keeping up to what is expected.
For Choice News Now, I am Kishana Smith.